Hello, community. Thank you for tuning in to today's episode. Hello, everyone at home, at the Hearton office. And I am here with Pia, the ever important director of the service delivery team. I'm sure everybody knows who Pia is.
Thank you, Kim, for the introduction. Hi, guys. Hi, everyone. Unity team, right?
Community.
Community. Okay, so hi, everyone from the community. So,
Okay, I have a series of questions here. We actually did a survey from the entire community, and these are the top questions for you.
All right, top questions from the community. All right.
Okay, the first question is, am I pretty?
Of course. Thank you for the wonderful question, community. So now, it's even if you send a feedback to everyone, or let's say you run a survey, of course, everyone will tell you that you're pretty.
I know. Thank you, and now we're gonna cut. But anyway, so we're here to talk about you and your contributions to the community. But first, let's talk about your journey first at Unity Communications. So, how has it been so far working at Unity?
I can say it's been challenging and awesome at the same time. So, just to give you a brief background, I started with Unity Communications way back 2022 as, they call it an onboarding manager. So, it was a department built. So, I was the first person, so it's a one-man team. So, what I do is I handle client services, and then training and quality. So way back, they don't have training and quality. So they decided to, why not put a training and quality, try it, and then put it in one department. So yeah, that's how I started. And then a lot has changed. Ever since I started 2022, I started as a one-man team, and now we're around 7 just in the service delivery alone, in training and quality. But I also have some colleagues under business analytics. We also have our knowledge management and our DCC. So that's document control, all in one, running under service delivery.
I think your journey at Unity has been awesome, to say the least. Especially for me as someone who is fairly new to the company. So since most of our viewers are also new to their teams, what is something valuable or a lesson that you can share with them?
Right. Me personally, I can say that when you are new in a company, try to build a relationship first with your colleagues, with your supervisors, your managers, and everyone within the company. Because if ever you were able to build that relationship, trust will come in. So if you have the trust, then you know for a fact that whatever your supervisor or your manager will tell you, you know that it's right. It's for your own sake. So try to build that relationship first. Because again, it's really hard to adjust if you're new to the company, especially if you're not used to the culture. Just to add, Unity has a different culture, unlike other BPOs, right? We always tell our new trainees that we practice an orthodox way. Or it's not your usual typical BPO way. But then again, at the end of the day, we always meet our goals. That is, of course, to pass training, make sure that they feel supported every step of the way, and then of course, the success of each and every new employee that we have. So, yeah, that's what I can give as an advice. Again, build a relationship first, trust will follow.
That's something very poignant, I must say. So I will take it to heart. Thank you for that wonderful answer. So you mentioned earlier that the team has grown from 3?
From 1.
From 1.
Yeah.
To 7, mainly you're facilitating quality assurance programs and training initiatives, correct?
Yes.
How do you develop or tailor the programs so that it ensures continued improvement in service delivery and employee performance?
Okay. Good question. Just like what I've mentioned, we're not the same with other departments from the other BPOs that were dedicated to one program. So in a team of 7 people in service delivery, what we do is that we cater to different clients, different LOBs, and different industries. The first thing that we need to do really is for us to be able to tailor fit what we need to run, if there is a program that we need to run or support that we need to do. We talk to the clients first. We learn the materials. If there are any unclear questions, let's say we have questions in mind, we go directly to the clients, and especially we work closely with operations. So for us, service delivery, what we do really is support operations in terms of ensuring that the agents are at par once they get endorsed. Okay? Because again, if agents fail, operations fail, right? So we need to ensure that. So for us to be aligned, not just with the clients, but of course we need to be aligned with operations as well at what are their goals, so that we need to ensure that we have ample support given to them. So tailor fitting really is, let's say, a big word, but then again, at the end of the day, it's fun and it's challenging. We learn different things, from training different materials to switching to creating our own materials.
You mentioned that you are basically supporting the agents and the operations team. And from what I've heard since I've started at the company, we've received numerous commendations from clients. I think we have been named at the Inc. 5000 list for the 4th consecutive year. So that really speaks volumes to how great the operations team is, and basically your support as well at service delivery. So thank you.
You're welcome. So I guess it's not really just as a Unity, by the term itself, by the company name itself, Unity, we are united. So it's not just 2 departments working for one common goal, but then again, it's everyone working hard, from agents up to the top level. We are supporting each other just to ensure that whatever the client's expectations are, we were able to meet it.
You also mentioned about goals. As a service delivery department, can you elaborate or can you list down to us about your recent successes, and how they have contributed to the overall performance of Unity Communications as a leading BPO provider?
Okay. Again, and I know community knows this. We seldom run training, but what do? We support the training. So each and every campaign that we launch, we make sure that there is a service delivery member who's gonna be there, not to teach, but then again, just to give support to the agent and learn whatever it is that they're learning. So they're learning at the same time. And then because of that, I can say that we were able to endorse, we're not talking about just quantity of the agents, but then again, the quality of the agents. And the support doesn't stop there. Of course, we still give support after endorsement. So let's say they're done with training, we give them to operations, but we need to make sure that whatever operations needs in terms of, guiding the agents, we're there to help them. So I guess for me, that's one success that we have is, making sure that we have quality agents being endorsed. Another thing is that we recently launched the LMS. So it's an e-learning platform that we have. Actually, we just tried it first because none of us have, background in terms of content, creation of materials. But then again, we researched, we tried it. So right now, we have several courses that we run in LMS, and I'm glad that everyone is 100% in terms of completion, and that's one way for us to really get the message across. Let's say we cannot pull out agents, but then again there is an update, or let's say there's an upskilling that we need to do, but then again we don't have enough let's say time. What we do is just we run it down in LMS, or we upload it in LMS, and then we just do knowledge checks, or just regular check-ins in terms of how the agents are doing. What else? Certifications. So we've been, let's say, not really certified for HIPAA, but then again, Unity is HIPAA compliant. So we have certificate. I started that project way back 2022, and it's still in progress. Let's say we're still certified or compliant. We are also, what do you call that certification? I forgot. But there is another certification. Sir Neil and I went through that training in terms of credit card details. So we also have that. We follow security protocols, international standards, and the last one that I can say is the most recent success that we have, not with service delivery, but company as a whole, or Unity as a whole, is our ISO certification.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. I think 2 months ago we were successfully certified as an ISO 2007
Yeah.
compliant company. So I think that's a huge success for us. And I heard that you played a very critical role in the processing of the certification. Can you tell us more about your role, the responsibilities, and the journey through the ISO certification?
Yeah, the ISO 27001, just to give a brief background, it's all about information security. Journey, I guess I started researching for it. So Pat, our CEO, asked if I can get more details in terms of how are we going to be, at least our target first really is being compliant. But then again, we put it up one step higher. Let's get certified. So I started it last year, and then we built a team. So we have an ISO core team. So it's me, Ryan, and Trisha. But of course, with the help of other departments. All our process owners from each department, we have specific point of contact that will help us achieve the goal in terms of, policies and procedures, ensuring that everything is secured, especially IT. They had the most, rough time in terms of implementing all the security procedures or policies that we have. But then again, there were instances that, it became, let's say, very challenging. Like, we had disagreements. That's one. And I'll be very honest with that. Disagreements between the ISO core. They know that, Trisha, Ryan. Shout out. It's almost, you could say that it's friendship over because of the challenges that we've encountered during that time. But then again, because of the support from Patrick, let's say Patrick, Diana, up to the top manager, down to the agent level. So, we decided that, we're here, so we need to continue in terms of the ISO certification. Again, it's not easy. It's very challenging, especially putting up policies and procedures. You need to ensure that it will benefit not just, the agents, but of course, each and every department. Will it work for us? Do we have this? Do we have the means? Do we have the tools to implement those policies and procedures? So, it's really brainstorming from every department, every process owners, just to, meet that one common goal, to be certified. And we're happy.
And I think it will be a challenge to us now at the agent level to continuously follow the ISO standards and make sure that their great efforts, are not in vain.
Yeah, but I'm glad everyone's following. Really, we've implemented some processes. Everyone took the courses. Although some of the agents are saying it's really hard, especially the assessment. But that's how it goes. You need to check first the understanding of the agents. If they're unclear, they can always approach us. Really. For other departments, let's say policies and procedures, something's unclear or they think that it's not appropriate for their department, it's not applicable. So we will tailor fit it. Again, we're not locked down as if this is the ISO standards. We need to follow it. We will not, think outside the box. we are deviating, really deviating, but reinventing, I guess. Reinventing the wheel in terms of how are we going to comply with the standards, but then again, Unity as a company is benefiting from it, or it's not having they're not having a hard time in terms of following.
From what you've explained, I think the company as a whole is entering a new era, if you may say. But how does it affect the company in the eyes of our clients?
Of course. Right now, so since I'm part of service delivery, every kickoff, actually every start of, let's say, creation of SOW, or whenever you talk to the clients, of course, the clients will always ask you, how do you differ from different BPO? And as far as I know, it's very seldom for a BPO company to go through the 27001, the information security. Normally, it's all about QMS or quality standards. So even our consultants for the ISO, they were surprised that we were getting the information security prior to getting the quality standards. So for the clients, whenever you tell them, oh, actually, we're ISO certified. So it means a lot in terms of security. So for them, their thinking is that, oh, okay, my data is safe with them. I can trust them because we know for a fact that they are secure. They can keep our information secure. And in terms of data confidentiality, we're really at par with big companies since we are certified. So it's a selling point, I can say. But then again, aside from being one of the selling points, it's an item that we can, let's say, get trust from clients.
I think that was deeply profound. But then again, the bottom line, I think, is things are looking up for Unity internally and externally.
Externally, yeah.
So yeah, I'm pretty excited. Are you?
Of course I am, because there's more to come. Certification is just the first step. So I guess the next step is, how do we maintain it? Right?
That's a question for you. That's a question for you. And that's a question for me.
Yes. So that's the next step. How do we maintain?
But then again, I think that's it for today. Thank you very much for sharing your knowledge with us, your insights, your stories, and the lessons you have learned along the way. Is there anything else you'd like to say to the community?
Yeah, community, of course. Again, continue, building the relationship, professional relationship, of course. Continue building the relationship, maintaining the trust with your superiors, and of course, trust with the company. And again, whatever decision the company will make, or let's say there are new rollouts or whatnot, it's not as if it's a bad decision, but then again, it's for the benefit of everyone. So there.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.